football fans, it's that time again. It's week 4, so that means it's another episode of All Smoke, All 32 with Aaron Givens. Now, to start this episode off, I like to really honestly say prayers up to Tua Tagovailoa. What I witnessed on TV Thursday night, that was honestly hard to watch. I really hope that young man gets the honest help that he needs and have the best, quickest recovery. Um, I really, really hope the Dolphins really don't rush this man back and give him some time. That's a real big blow for the Dolphins. Teddy Bridgewater, though, did a great job in coming in and managing and keeping the team in the game. But let's be honest, Teddy Bridgewater is no Tua, and understandably so. Teddy had his own uh, injury problems, and I honestly believe that's why Teddy is the where he is now and being a backup. But I mean, in this time and day and age, Tua is clearly, honestly, um, a superstar in the NFL, and he's going to be missed for a while. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Early 9:30 morning game, Eastern Time in London. Vikings and Saints. Uh, both of these teams honestly need a win. Both coming off honest losses. And I can honestly tell you, looking at both teams, Justin Jefferson is going to want to get off. Uh, and Kamara, historically against the Vikings, really knows how to find a way to get through. Andy Dalton getting the head nod for the Saints. They actually have a quarterback that could come in and make some down the field throws and be consistent. When he came in against the Texans in the preseason, first drive, found his targets and his hits, and this was without star receiver Michael Thomas, and drove him right down the field for 6. And I really think that's what's going to happen here. I think Kamara is going to have a good day. I think the Red Rifle is going to find his niche with a decent team, and they're going to get a win in London. Crazy things happen in London. So give me the Saints, 32-28. Next, we got the Titans at Colts. I can't stand both of these teams. I'm not going to take too long. I honestly hope it ends in a tie, but crazier things have happened in the NFL, but that's not happening here today. I honestly like the Titans. I don't know if Leonard is going to honestly play. He's been practicing. He's been kind of saying some things that got people wondering if the guy is going to come back and be who he is, who he was. And I don't care if the Colts are home. I like the Titans on the road. Give me the Titans in a close one, 21-17. We got Washington at Cowboys. Cowboys coming off an impressive win. Washington coming off an embarrassing loss. I really, honestly, again, respect what the Cowboys are doing with Cooper Rush, but this is a division game. People always look at what a team is doing, but then when they come into a division game, it's like stepping into a vortex. You have no idea what you're going to get yourself into. You don't know if you're going to get yourself out of it, but all I know is Washington is going to take this game 28-21. Next, we have the Jags at the Eagles. Eagles, the only undefeated team left. And then you got the Jags coming in hot. And when you come in hot to a cold environment like the Eagles in Philly in September, honestly, October now, it's definitely going to get a little chilly here. So go ahead and give me those Eagles, those dogs in a blowout, keeping the undefeated streak alive, 31-17. Next, you got the Browns at the Falcons. Falcons are arguably playing the best football, better than anybody expected in regards to teams that we did not believe were going to be good. Um, Browns are banged up. Front seven is not looking okay. You're on the road. Falcons coming off an impressive win. Browns coming off an impressive win. But I really, really like the Falcons in this. I have not picked them yet this year, and so I'm taking them now. Give me the Falcons in a close one, 21-16. Next, we got the Bears visiting the Giants. The Giants coming off of a loss that honestly looked pretty good, but when you lose to a backup quarterback in a division game, that speaks volumes. And I think they're gonna kind of come down off their high horse, but they're not gonna come down off of a team that just had a bad quarterback play and barely won um, against the Texans team that honestly has not found a way to get it together. So the Bears coming into New York, I think Fields is gonna find his rhythm. He's gonna be able to run, move the ball. I don't think the Bears necessarily have the formula and the right team as of this minute to really stop a Giants team that could come and punch them in the mouth in the run game. So give me the Giants at home in a blowout, 28-10. Next, we got the Seahawks at the Lions. Lions are banged up right now. Swift not being able to play. And that's mainly solely why I feel the Lions have been successfully been able to move the ball, put points on the board, and stay in games. Now, not knocking the backup and what else the Lions have been able to do defensively, but I really feel with a quarterback like Goff, your run game has to be there. It has to be presented. And if you put the ball in his hands to win games, 7 times out of 10, it's not happening. So, based solely off of there, I got to give the game to the Seahawks on the road, coming off of a tough loss at home. And they're going to find a way under Pete Carroll to get a W and honestly keep the season playoff hopes alive. Seahawks 28-21. Bills at Ravens. I mean, it looks like no matter what happens and who the Bills are playing, it's almost like the game of the week. You really got two impressive teams here fighting to show and prove that they are the team to beat in the AFC and in the NFL period. Um, I mean, Lamar Jackson is in that get money year, and Josh Allen is in that everybody in Buffalo believes in me. I got to win a Super Bowl now. So, with that being said, defense is still a little banged up, but the Ravens secondary is pretty bad. And I don't see how, even with Lamar Jackson coming in and possibly maybe doing a shootout with the Bills, but at the end of the day, Josh Allen and company is coming off of a tough loss. Their OC went crazy and lost it in the booth. Oh, trust and believe they're going to come out swinging. Give me the Bills in an exciting one, 41-38. Now we have the Jets at the Steelers. Jets, I appreciate you coming through and getting my upset pick when you beat the Browns. And I'm really excited to hear that Zach Wilson and back is going to play. But it takes a guy to get back in the feng shui quick. And um, it's not as easy as it is maybe in college as if you were banged up, come back in, click with the offense, maybe take a quarter or so. This is the NFL, and Tomlin is going to come in swinging at home against this Jets team. So I honestly like the Steelers in the blowout, 28-7. Next, we have the Chargers at Texans. Now, the Texans honestly are really, really looking scrappy. A team that really wants to finally get a win and to prove to their fans at home that they deserve them to come to games. And this Chargers team starting off really looking stout and great and just getting banged up early. And injury is just that bug in the league that really can hurt and destroy a team, even with the next man up mentality. So with Herbert being questionable and Bosa being out, and the Texans honestly having a great game against the Chargers last year, I think it's going to carry right on over into the season. And we finally get a win, and the Texans fans could be happy. And so give me my Texans 28-21. Now we have the Cardinals at the Panthers. Looking at this game historically, the Panthers whooped the Cardinals. I mean, it's honestly like a situation when you look at the Packers and the Bears with Rodgers and the Bears. It's like, wow, like what is the point of even looking at the Cardinals' way to win? They're on the road. They're definitely a team that just historically shows they can't beat the Panthers, but it's funny how the tables turn, turn. Give me the Cards 28-24. Next, we have the Broncos at Raiders. Raiders. Every time I pick my Texans each week, I pick them with you, and you guys both seem to lose. But things are finally going to change. You're at home again. The Broncos really can't score. So if your defense honestly gives up points to a team at home and you can't find a way to put up more points than them Broncos, your owner told you if you don't start getting wins, he just wants games for his Nintendo Switch. It's starting to look like every coach that comes from the Patriots really isn't that good. So I really think I'm going to have to take the Raiders. You got to give me a win. Come on, Raiders. Give me a win. 21-13. Next, we have the Pats at the Packers. Now, Packers, I like what you're doing. Figuring out a way to win. Yet again with a stout defense and a team that could really go into the playoffs and make some noise because you have Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball on the other side. So, with that being said, Hoyer's probably going to be playing quarterback because it's seeming as if we are going to be looking at an honest team that can go through and the progressions with a coach, even though not having their starter, and finding a way to beat a tough team on the road. Give me the Patriots in an upset, 28-21. Sunday night game, Chiefs at Bucks. I mean, you look at this game, it's fireworks everywhere. Yet we have another great, exciting matchup to end the night. Um, Bucks really coming off of a tough loss to the Packers, and the Chiefs. You know, they really want to show that they are not going to skip a beat and show why number 15 is number 15. But I don't see why people are doubting the Bucks at home, regardless if it's early and regardless of what is ifs. I like the Bucks in this one. Give me the Bucks. 28-24. That's it. There's nothing else to be said. I really appreciate you tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow for my Monday night pick. And thanks for tuning in. to All Smoke, All 32 with Aaron Givens. I'll see you.